combination. You got net stun, extra minus armor. It's a lot of damage that can be output here.
I didn't even think about the armor from Nagasine or the Alchemist.
Pudge.
Those two stacking up will be doing a lot of damage. Whoa, Pudge. I'm out. I don't know what to say.
Just gonna drop your headset, walk away. This is weird.
What else do you do?
Like Pudge last pick. Like Pudge last pick is the only way you can really play him, because like you have to ensure that there's something to. I don't know. It's weird. Like if there was a Templar assassin on the enemy team, sure, go for a Pudge. But like you can't. No matter what MTS eSports does here, if they go all the Titan mid, or if they decide to pick up a mid hero now, they're gonna be fine. This Pudge is gonna have so much trouble. I guess you can rotate your Bane in to get the Nightmare off, but you're gonna need a smoke there. And you can, I guess, do it from more. I don't know. It's weird because how are they gonna? What's gonna be in the offlane?
Like it works, but does it work well? Is the other question.
Yeah.
And now we'll see the
just
Dragonite
really
up against a
weird,
Pudge, and well, I don't think a Dragonite can really die to a Pudge since Dragonite's a fairly tanky hero.
Yeah, and he can still. Dragonite's still gonna be able to get his last hits thanks to the debris fire. I don't know. It's a really weird and awkward pick here from Ph.urious.
If you were to suggest a mid hero, who do you think they should have picked up? I mean, I personally would have went for someone like a Quap, because I mean, you have another Blink, you have more mobility on your side, Anti-Mage, yourself, then you have the Marana. All three heroes can get away from action, then if something does happen, you have the Abaddon to shield you and it'll survive everything, but yeah, I don't know.
In my opinion, I would have picked up a Invoker. You get the early Sunstrike, you've got the Bane, you've got the Marana, you can have Nightmare and Arrow go off, follow up for the Sunstrike, and that's an easier kill.
Gratitude.
Anyway, let's get into this game. Furious Dota, they have got their heroes up and running. Windy Dinosaur will be picking up your Marana, so that will be an offlane Marana. Shades of Players rocking up on that Pudge. Primitive Willow will be running down the Bane. Up on top lane, you got Wang Wang on the Abaddon. And finally, but not least, Adobe will be taking up your Anti-Mage.
Yeah, and on the side of MTS eSports, we do have Dark Horse playing on the Alchemist, and there is on the Naga Siren. We have Hookless Pudge on the Dragonite. I like his name choice considering there's a Pudge. Yoshi is on the Elder Titan, and last but not least, we've got Crocozilla Dolphin on the Weaver.
Again, Hookless Pudge, dodge the hooks coming from Pudge in mid lane. Should be interesting, yet ironic. It does look like.
I want to see Pudge. I was just gonna say I want to see Pudge just max rot and flesh heap and get no hook. Like Apple.
If it was like Black Shaitan, that would have happened.
He's so good, but like he does a few weird things. Like we've seen him do Tusk in mid, in grand finals, and yet he comes out on top. I don't understand.
And he's Venomancer players in quarterfinals. Anyway, we got Primitive Willow. He's going to hit by the ensnare. Stun coming out. He does stop reward. So that should be instantly counter warded straight away. And then Arrow is going to land on Dark Horse, opening up a little bit of room for that Bane to run away. But was MTS eSports paying attention to that ward that got placed down? It doesn't look like they were.
Nah, but at the same time they can't really kill it off because they have no ranged. Like we have to move in there and it's just not worth it.
Well, they didn't talk about range. They only have a Weaver on this side for a little bit of range. They're going to be in a lot of close quarters combat. And close quarters combat is going to favour Abaddon, Anti-Mage, and the Pudge. And speaking of Pudge, he's taking a lot of damage in mid lane against Hookless Pudge. He's just throwing out the auto attack, throw out the stun and the Dragon Breath, and that's going to force Pudge to eat up his consumables. He has to get these last hits under the tower to get his bottle. If he doesn't get this bottle in this wave, it's going to hurt him. So he just needs one more, and he will be pretty happy. And again, 50 Shades of Play should be fine now.
Yeah, I do agree, but at the same time, I like this Weaver should be able to get free farm regardless. I think this combo is nice in terms of Bane. Hold that for
Stable concoctions coming flying on through. It's going to land on Primitive Willow. Primitive Willow's got nowhere to go. Can they find the final auto attack? We got the Sushi coming through. Auto attack. Naga Siren will pick up the first blood for MTS eSports.
This is why I came to the surface.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be hard for them to kill the Weaver with this combo because Anti-Mage can't do anything pretty much. especially with Nagasar and Alchemist there. It's like I said, this anti-mage was a very weird and awkward choice. Oh wow,
I'll do the same
Dragonite
for
mid getting
the
Dawn
other
Punch.
rooms.
Well, that was unexpected. I mean, Hookless Pudge was doing a lot of damage to Pudge, and Pudge even had his bottle somewhere. Actually, where is his bottle? I don't know. Anyway, bottom lane, we do have another death going on to the anti-mage this time. The ensnare, unstable concoction picks him off so easily, like there's nothing to lose. But Pudge, what happened to his bottle?
The combo is too good. I don't know. It must have been on the courier still hitting his way.
But it's not on the courier anymore. I think he may have dropped it on the ground and he got picked off by Hookless Pudge.
Oh. Maybe.
That would be big if that happened. Wow. So that's a lost bottle for Pudge, and he's given away one of the kills as well. I think that could potentially be game for Pudge. Like early on. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's right there. What the?
What? Oh wow, that's. So yeah, I don't know what happened there. I guess the courier had it and then just dropped it off in the trees to hide it temporarily.
Screw you, 50 Shades of Players. I hate you. Down at bottom lane, we got a stun coming out into Wang Wang. Wang Wang's in a lot of trouble. He gets auto attack down. Weaver cancelled it twice. Will he be able to find the kill? Because he cancelled it twice. He does not. The generate attack will kill him, however. The shield did not stay up for long enough. It did get burst down to the damage coming out from Weaver, which is a little bit unfortunate for the Abaddon. But they will pick up another kill. Weaver's sitting 2-0-1. Very rich Weaver early on in this game.
Yeah, almost 15k in the first 4 minutes. That's sorry, not 15k, 4.5k in the first 4 minutes. That's where you want to be as a Weaver this early on. That's means that anti-mage can't do anything. He's gone to the top lane, but this L-Titan is going to be annoying for him as well.
I think anyone would love to be at 15k 4 minutes in. That'd be fantastic. Down in bottom lane, you do have Andy. He's got some boots. He's got his Sage's Mask, so he might be looking to pick up his Ring of Basilisk for a little bit of armor and a little bit of pushing potential, especially with Nagasari, he can push quite well. In mid lane, Hookless Pudge has popped his Dragon form. He's looking for Pudge. He's got the stun. He's got the Dragon Breath. The tower has now started to attack him. He gets hooked in. Who will die first? It will be the Pudge, and then actually he denies himself and picks up the kill. Big deny. Arrow lands down on bottom river. They're going to start chasing them down. Do they have the slow? They do have the slow coming from the Wang Wang, and they will find themselves another kill. So they get 2 kills so far in the last 30 seconds, and that's what they need to come back a little bit further into this game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That was big. Pudge, I'm not sure what Hookless Pudge was doing there in the mid lane. I can understand the popping of the ulti, that's fine and all that, but that aggressive holdout fort might have engagement in bottom.
And boom, there goes all the damage. We've got a stun coming out. Primitive will just burn to the negative armor, but he gets shielded, but it won't be enough. Dolphin will swim on past and pick up a kill. Windy Dinosaur is on the run. He's running like the wind. He might have to leap very shortly. His stun comes through. He does leap. It doesn't dislodge. He's stuck underneath his trees, but luckily there isn't enough mana on these heroes to want to dive underneath that, so he will survive. But they did lose their Bane.
Yeah, the one thing that's a little bit interesting here, Weaver hasn't gone for any, like, personally, I like to pick up something like the, not the Basilisk, the other one, the Aquila, just to ensure I get a little bit of extra mana regeneration, a little bit extra armor, a little bit extra stats just in general. It's a nice early item for Weaver, and that way you can ensure to be a little bit more aggressive, because you pretty much always have the mana for your Shikuchi. But nonetheless, this Weaver's farm is so quick that it's probably not even going to matter. What's she got on the courier? Oh, there it is. There's Aquila. Cool. So never mind. Does pick it up.
So we do have Anti-Mage. He did rotate to top lane to try and get some farm by himself, get some XP, and go up against an Elder Titan who does have killing potential if he's got the mana, which he currently doesn't. 50 Shades of Play, one thing I like to point out is the smoke he's holding. I absolutely love this. You get an early smoke on Devourer. Oh, no, Devourer. Uh-oh. I get an early smoke on Pudge, then you can rotate around. You can go under vision, they won't suspect you coming. You can even use it to hook against the enemy hero. If the creeps are up far and you're smoked up, you can stand in a very unpredictable position and find a kill on that mid lane hero. It's just one of those items, especially on a Pudge, that can make you so unpredictable you can find a kill anywhere. It makes the entire other team scared, and speaking of the entire other team, they do have 2 heroes rotating into mid lane with their Weaver running around the jungle.
Yeah, this tower is actually in deny range. I'm not sure why 50 Shades of Plays hasn't denied it. I know he popped smoke there, but that tower's on 105 health. That's free gold, because this Dragon Knight is just going to be able to push it in.
And heroes are missing off the map. They should know something, so he's going to start walking this way. Arrow comes flying out. It almost lands onto Ander. And Andy's going to be on the run from here. Pudge, he's going to be going for that hook. Will he be able to grab that hook? And the Alchemist, he's going to be too far away. He goes for it anyway. He misses. And Andy walks straight past him like nothing happened. If he had waited for a few seconds for a more favourable hook, they would have had a kill on Ander. But it's not going to be the case. So a little bit of a misplay coming out from the Pudge allows MTS eSports to grab a tower and retreat without any harm done.
Yeah, I'm going to say that was certainly, like, obviously it was in favour of MTS eSports, but the smoke as well there from the Pudge basically ends up being useless, because he moved into where the Naga and Alchemist were, and he was on the low ground, so he had no vision. Was able to land a hook, which has really been one of the problems with him so far this game. He hasn't actually, like, if he had landed one there, or just before, there, just where Andy walked past, or if he landed one before, he would have gotten the kill, but instead Adobe's in a lot of trouble.
A little bit of misplay coming out from the Dragon. Now he doesn't have enough mana to throw out and kill out the Windy Dinosaur, but he should have used his bundle a little bit earlier. He would have had the mana to instantly stun as soon as he turned Dragon Form, and they could have found a kill on the Anti-Mage, but they managed to pick up a Marauder, so they get something. Not who they wanted, but they get something.
He actually can't buy any more items because his stash is full. At least not any more items from his from the base shop. I'm not sure when the last time he sent a courier to himself was, but it seems quite a while.
It seems like MTS eSports don't want him to have anything. I mean, look what's coming to the courier now. Wards. Could have had all his items, but not going to be the case. And they're going to be fighting up this tier 1 tower. Tier 1 tower does fall. I mean, Adobe, what are you doing? He's getting very close to getting stunned here. He gets stunned. Did he have enough damage? The cocktail comes out, but a nice hook from 50 Shades of Grey. This leap is up in 50 seconds. He needs to get on out of there, but he goes the wrong way. He almost gets hit. He does. Will the Earth tick him down? It does. Well, actually, yep, it does. He didn't hit that Tango fast enough, so blinked the wrong way, got picked off. Bang gets picked off down in bottom lane by the Weaver by himself, and now Dragonite's walking around without too much hassle in the world. Dodges an easy arrow, and now they're going for tier 2.
Yep, and oh, nice hook for there from 50 Shades of Plays.
But will it be enough to kill him? That's the question.
They're
still running around in circles. He decides to man up and auto-attack him. Marauder comes in, and there will be actually a kill going to the Dragonite. Thank you to the creeps.
Yeah, but at the same time, Pudge got the kill first, so not quite as, like, if he just stood there and attacked from the start, or he would have gotten the kill. He probably still would have died. Oh, nice arrow.
The arrow lands on a poor, unsuspecting Yo-Yo, but there's no teammates to help out Windy Dinosaur, and he has to be on the run himself. He gets hit by the Astral Spirit. We'll scout out a little bit, seeing who is around here, and he will almost run into the entire team of Ph.urious, and actually he pops Abaddon's ultimate. That is big, taking that down for 60 seconds. If he noticed that, this should be the time they can push.
I do agree that they certainly should just, I mean, they've got ultimate from Dragonite, they've got Naga Siren's Net and Riptide, she's full mana. The only thing they don't really have is Elder Titan's abilities. He does have a Soul Ring though, so he can pop it for to get his mana back whenever he wants.
And do you want to have a little look at the net graph? We have the Weaver Elder Titan sitting just over that 5k mark. Dragonite's sitting on 3.6. Then your Anti-Mage, 11 minutes in. What do you have? You're 2,400 gold, you have 2,400 net worth, and you have a Ring of Health. No boots, got a poor man's shield, but a Ring of Health. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and this is what we spoke about. I don't think the Anti-Mage was the best choice to go with that tri-lane. And also, MTS have just been so aggressive that he hasn't had the opportunity to find any farm. I mean, looking at the overall goal difference, it's about 10k for MTS, and that's around the 12-minute mark. Not so, not such a big difference in terms of experience, but they didn't care. They've been just getting towers, and that's basically means that the anti-mage has a very hard time trying to find any farm.
And they've found Primitive Wheeler, but they know that here we do see a hook out from 50 Shades of Play, but I think you should have went an aggressive hook there. They do turn around. Hookless Pudge is in a lot of trouble. Do they have a Mana Void? Not going to be used. The Moonlight Shadow is used to get on out of there, but they're going to be chasing him down. The Courier is in a lot of trouble. Weaver will pick that up, and, well, that's just more insult to injury. More salt on the wound.
Yeah, they didn't have any. They didn't have any like sentries or dust, but they got the courier because Furious were just weren't really paying attention. At the end of the day, that's really what it came down to, and that was a nice pick up there by Weaver. 175 gold to everyone on their team. Oh, nice hook shot.
You see a hook, the arrow comes out, it does land onto Hookless Pudge, so he does get taken out by the arrow. Earthsplit's coming through, trying to help out Hookless Pudge. It will split them all up. Both sides ran in each direction. Weaver's trying to take down Mirana. We do see Elder Titan picking off the anti-mage, which is not what you want to happen. Elder Titan picks up a triple kill, just punching through these heroes. They turn into Wang Wang, and we will see the Dolphin take down Wang Wang. And that is a team wipe right there. And that's...
And he, Alpine survived 27 health.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
That's,
attack.
I've got nothing to say about that. One thing I do want to say is, though, why has Furious Dota not upgraded their career? It was 12.5 minutes into the game. It should have been upgraded 9 minutes ago.
Radiant's bottom tower has
This is,
fallen.
like, it's just, yeah.
That makes me a little
We've seen
disappointed.
it happen twice today. It's like 9-minute career upgrade or something like that. Ridiculously slow.
So now, MTS eSports, they're at all the lead at the moment. Every single person on MTS eSports has a higher farm than Anti-Mage, and well, when it's like that, I really can't see them coming back in. I mean, they're going to continue trying because you don't want to give up that easy. There's always an off chance something happens.
There is, that ward, freshly placed too. But at the moment, Weaver has a Desolator. Not only is she going to melt towers, she's going to melt the entire lineup from Ph.D. Like, Pudge is the tankiest at this point, I guess Abaddon as well, but it doesn't matter. Like, look at that. It's like half health, one attack.
And unfortunately, Pudge, once again, not going to be able to land that arrow. Arrow's going to come flying through. Oh, land that arrow, land that hook. Arrow comes flying through, it does miss. And now they're just standing around here like headless chooks. Well, there's two heroes on the side of MTS eSports just going down middle. They don't care. They don't... Although they can take 3v5 if they really wanted to. And that's what they're planning to do. We either can destroy through these heroes. You have your two supports backing him up. What can you do about it? He's got a time-ups. There's no lockdown on the side of Ph.D. for him. And... there's just... that's that. There's not much you can do as Furious Dota at the moment.
Dire's top
I
tower
mean,
is under attack.
that's true. I mean, you've got this, nice hook. And,
Oh, at least he died from underneath the song's time. But there's the Earthswing, there is the cocktail, and there is the decimation of Furious Dota. MTS eSports showing them why they want to continue in these group stages and why they want to continue winning these games. And there's a team wipe. That should be GG by Furious Dota. I mean, after that, I wouldn't know how to feel. I would feel very disappointed. Now they're just sitting here TPing away.
drops the slippers on the floor.
Give it to Bane. Bane needs a little bit of extra agility, if only.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
If only.
attack.
Remember the days where, like you can kill off, courier and the drop items?
Oh, that was disgusting those days. It's like,
Radiant's bottom
oh,
tower
we
is under
kill your
attack.
courier. Oh, we now have everything. You saw some massive turnouts. It's like, oh, okay, you got a Battle Fury coming to your anti-mage, yoink, courier. Oh, look, now our Chen has a Battle Fury.
Yeah, back in the days where you could also, like, doesn't matter who owned the item. Yeah, those were the days. It was like, you know, you still use it.
So
That was
Primitive Wheeler has found
some
out
weird
Hookless
times.
Pudge. Yeah, Primitive Wheeler finds out Hookless Pudge, but Wing Wang, he's not going to be doing too much damage. Will they be able to find him without any additional support? Got a hook. They do grab a kill on the Dragon Mage. Even the Mana Void being used. Anti-Mage desperately wanted that, but Weaver, he's like, I don't care, I'm coming on in. I have a time-ups available if needed. He gets hooked, he gets banged up, and then he just time-ups that. Takuchi's in. Pudge does manage to kill himself off, and Dolphin, he's still going in. He doesn't care. He's not afraid of an entire team. He's going to try and chase down Wing Wang. One more attack with the Gemini proc could be enough to kill him. It is almost enough. Now he's going to turn to Willow. Willow with the Gemini proc and final shot will kill him down. And Dolphin, he takes on a team and comes out victorious.
So what happens when your Weaver is like, you know, 2-0-1 in the first 2-3 minutes of the game and free farming like crazy. It's not just that. I mean, PhD, they don't have a tanky lineup. They can't. Nothing can stand against this Weaver. Weaver's gone straight for a quick, aggressive play with the Desolator first, compared to like, you know, Lincoln's first, as you might see a lot. And even Lincoln's would have been a good choice here. There's a lot of single target lockdown that can happen, but it doesn't matter if they're all dead.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And a hook, not going to land on Cockzilla Dolphin. He just easily dodges that like there's no tomorrow. And I really love his pickup on the Desolator. You have gone through it once saying Desolator is a fantastic pickup, especially when you're ahead, because as we've seen, once you're ahead you're going to stay ahead. And we have an arrow coming down to Hookless Pudge. Do they have enough damage to do anything? Pudge comes on in, he's going to start rotting and dismembering Hookless Pudge, but it's not going to be enough. They turn around, they will pick off Pudge. He's not going to kill himself this time. We have Song of the Siren. Got to hold him there while that Moonlight Shadow is under effect, but it's not going to be long enough. Hookless Pudge, we will see a blink go away. Stun being channeled, they do find him, they have been revealed, but now, Wang, you're in a little bit of trouble. Weaver's going to pop your borrowed time so you don't have that up for another minute, and they're going to get a tier 2 tower for their troubles.
Radiant's bottom tower has
And the
fallen.
drums on the Weaver, which is an interesting choice in my opinion. Like, I'm not a big fan of drums. Like, I understand how she's a little bit fragile and whatnot, but personally I would just go for my next big item, especially like at this stage. You don't need a movement speed because you've got Shikuchi. Nonetheless, it's still, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, like at this point in the game, where she picks up.
So he found the slippers in front of the base and picks it up for his own.
Dire's top tower
I don't know what
is
it's
under
fun, but
attack.
I don't know. I would say I agree with you there. Drums, you pick it up if you're losing, or if it's a very close game, especially on a carry hero. If neither of that, don't worry about drums. It's that cost-efficient item that you need earlier on in the game, or if you need because you can't get much gold. Otherwise, go for those big items, as you said. And if he didn't pick up that drums, he could have had his Lincoln's Sphere up and running. So anyway, he's going to go down, chase down Wang, going to do a few auto attacks, pop off that borrowed time. Wang's going to try and do whatever he can, and Dolphin's just going to Sakuchi, wait, turn around, and crush.
Yeah, the arrow just misses. And now Windy Dinosaur's in a lot of trouble. Gonna try to leap up. Ooh, gets away.
And a stun lands on Adobe. Adobe out of position, gets killed. A hook does land onto Yo-Yo. They do use the Bane ultimate onto an Aegis. That is not what you want to do. Anyway, that will be a team wipe once again. Going to MTS eSports. That's Rares going to everyone. And that should be tier 2, possibly tier 3. And well, at the moment, we're just waiting on a GG, to be completely honest with you.
Radiant's middle tower
Pretty much. I mean, at this point in the game,
Radiant's
there's nothing they can do to come back. It's they're just MTS are too far ahead at this point. Regardless of Weaver's choice to pick up the drums, you know, this Dragon Knight is going to just be smacking down towers. He's got his Sage and Yasha, just has to send them the courier. This is going to be a rack, so there's nothing that PhD can do.
And an arrow
Oh, that's
lands
nice.
onto Ander. That's a little consolation. They do pick up the kill on the Naga Siren, but this just means MTS eSports are going to go to town and start picking off all these heroes. Once again, Anti-Mage falls before he does anything productive. 50 Shades of play. Can he get back into his fountain before Yo-Yo gets to him? There he does. Stun does come through. Yo-Yo's now into the fountain. He does die underneath. He's thrown out a little bit of a line there. He's not happy about that hook. He doesn't care. He's having fun.
Yeah, he actually has a Crystallis, which is an interesting choice not all the time. I can understand why, because you know you get the bonus damage from your spirit, but still a very weird choice. I wouldn't be too surprised if you see like Dagons and stuff, just because they know that it's the ridiculously ahead. It was like last week. One of the teams basically did GG, and the other team just picked up a whole bunch of Dagons. It was like everyone on the team had like Dagon 3 or plus. And it was just zap, zap, zap.
Oh,
Zap, zap, zap.
that was
Everyone
hurtful.
dies. Free res.
I mean, I started off the Nature's Prophet. He went for that very early Dagon. Didn't go for anything else, just went Dagon. And then next thing you know, the rest of the teams are picking up Dagon and they're just zapping everyone everywhere else. It's just, oh.
Yeah. Harsh.
Yeah.
But yeah, MTS, they're just waiting to group up and push this out. In fact, I'm not even sure if they should be waiting for that. They could just go for this. Weaver's still farming.
And Dragonite, he's got his Sanjin Yoshi up and running. He's got 3.4k. Don't know what he wants to buy there. It doesn't really matter what he buys or doesn't buy. Let's see some Dagon. Let's go for a Divine Rapier. I want to see some Divines.
I'd like to see some Divines on who we're gonna pick? Let's say Altine, because he's got the Crystallis and he's got the Shadow Blade, so he can just pop out of nowhere. BAM! Dead.
Yeah. Actually, that'd be pretty fun to watch. Just walk in, punch, gone. That's like worse than a PA when she gets a lucky crit.
It's like seeing a bounty hunter with like divines, because of the crit as well from the Janata.
And we see an arrow
Like
and a
extra
hook
damage,
missing,
and
and
then
then
you-
we see a smoke up. But yeah, that'd be. Remember the time when you could bounty hunter use Shadow Blade and you'd have the bonus damage from a Shadow Blade and the Janata? That did so much damage.
That wasn't that long ago.
And I think it was about 3-4 months ago, or at least midway through last year, they decided to get rid of that. And I think everyone in pro games started to pick that up on the bounty hunter, and then they're like, oh crap, this is something we need to fix. Get this out of the game so we can stop seeing bounty hunters every game. But it was just so strong. It was so much fun in pubs. It's just like, oh, I'm just gonna walk up to you, one shot you, walk away.
Pretty much. It was ridiculous damage. Like, you get your Shadow Blade. Oh, wow. I will give you my treads if you... No. Then there's the JJ. So that will be it. I've got my... What's
Victory.
BBL play. Purple.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Anyway, doesn't matter. MTS are the victors here. They won in quite comfortable fashion, I gotta say. They really started to snowball in the early stages of the game, finding pickoffs here and there, and just continued it on. That Weaver way too farmed, way too fat. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'd just like to say thank you to our sponsors for, well, obviously sponsoring Defense of the Australians. I've been Zellerf, I've been joined by Yoshi. You can follow me at twitch.tv/Zellerf or on Twitter at ZellerofDota. And you can follow Yoshi at youtube.com/Yoshi or on Twitter at Yoshi. We'll be back with some more